Good day to you friends and followers, my name is Gray Fox and welcome back to For Honor. This is the first video of many that I needed to record a long time ago and never got started on, so now's a good time to do it. So, if anybody saw the old series when I was Rep 3, I was doing heroic videos, so now these will be the epic videos. This will be the first of it, which is my Warden. I'll show the gear that I have, and then the build that I'm currently using for this character. So we'll go, and I only use one loadout on this character. I don't use any type of secondaries or whatnot. I don't have any of the paint schemes or anything on. It's all just basic right now. I did change the standards and stuff to that, but for the chest, the helm, the coloring is the base coloring. I didn't go with bronze or the other one, copper. I didn't do any of that. But I'm using the Merope helm again, or Merope helm, however you want to say it. I like this because it reminds me so much of Dark Souls. I just really love this helm. The Jasper helm, of course, is one of the new ones. And I don't have the other helm, which is the Saerus, Saerus, I believe. So if you're looking to see what the other set is for heroic, or epic, that is it. I do like this one a lot, and that was what I was using. But then I went to this one because it's got vent holes. I can breathe better. Let's get that kind of mask on it. Anyhow, I went with a full pause helm, so all the stats are gains. I was kind of leaning toward maybe dropping the defensive side of it and going more with debuff resistance. I think I actually had one that did that. No, that's not it. Maybe that one? That one. No, that one drops exhaustion recovery. I have no idea. Maybe I deleted it. I like the idea of just having all these stats on the positive side. I know that if you look at, for instance, this one, if you look at the defense swing, I mean, it's technically somewhere in the vicinity of like 6.5% defense drop from where it is now. And granted, you double, more than double, your exhaustion recovery and gain a pretty decent debuff resistance. It still feels like it's a lot of defense dropped. Now, again, I don't know where we're starting from. I don't know what kind of numbers that this game actually uses. So I don't know the actual base numbers we're working off of for damage and defense and mitigations. So I guess that would play a pretty big part into people who like numbers a lot. So I just kind of went with something that looked good just from a starting standpoint. Arms, same idea. I just thought full positive. I liked the defense, I liked the duration. I liked the standard defense on the whole thing. Now, technically, I could drop revenge mode duration and focus on the actual revenge mode defense, which is what this one does. And I really was kind of leaning toward that. Mostly because this character is geared toward revenge mode, and the Warden is very good at that. And so I thought if I dropped duration and gained it more, then I would kind of set that off, and the defense would be bumped up, which would allow me the ability to basically keep that extra defense on me at all times. I would have that double in my standard defense and then the revenge mode defense and so on and so forth. But instead, I just went with what I had here. Mostly, the main reason I did that was just because I didn't really want to lose the duration by like a quarter, because it'd be down by 24% or so. The new set is the Jasper here. I do not have this chest uploaded yet. It is the only piece of this Sarah set that I have. I believe this is off the Arcturus base set, maybe, or maybe I don't have one here to show, but the Jasper set is uploaded. The Sarah set is not. So it's again a full pause. I liked that, but I really like my Fendril. I've just always been a fan of this one. It's the one I've been using forever now. Anyhow, moving on to the arms and all. So this is the same idea. I mean, I just kind of with the Warden, I thought the full pause was a good idea on all the armor. Just everything works pretty well for me. All of these are old weapons, armor sets. The only thing new is the Jasper, which is uploaded, so there's no problems there. And it's pretty self-explanatory from here. Now when it comes to the weapons, I went full pause on this because I like all the stats here. Block damage is really good. A little bit of defense penetration in there, and then just up the base attack of the character. With the Aragon Blade, this one's not uploaded at the moment because I don't have the full set. Every other one is. So all the blades that are here are uploaded. You can go check all this stuff out, as I do have all of it done. The Gilgamesh, of course, was done with Rep 3 back in the day on Heroic because it was the piece to find. So it's a really cool blade, though. I really like this one quite a bit. My second favorite is actually this one. Really like this one as well. I found the Magnus in epic form. It was like one of the last boxes I opened. I really, really love that. So this is one of the ones where I did make a sacrifice. I went primary attack and then execution health regen, and then bottomed out revive speed. Not really a team player move, but I played this character mostly just messing around in skirmish. And you think, hey, you want to go revive people, but at the same time I figured, not really, I'm good. So I just kind of went that route. I know it is kind of a selfish move to make, kind of a dick thing, but I really, really like the stats on this hilt. I actually changed a Sheeden hilt to this hilt, so I didn't get the Magnus with these stats. I do have several others. I think I have everything I do have the Aragon, so there's the Aragon piece. So the only piece I'm really missing is the Aragon Guard, and I'll have that full set, and I'll upload that and show that off. Everything else is pretty basic. Unfortunately, I did not get the Gilgamesh in epic form yet, so that's unfortunate. So my current weapon is still the Aragon to Magnus to the Halitta. The Halitta I sacrificed attack. That was basically what's offset by the hilt, and so that gives me the revenge gain and then the revenge mode attack. So even though I am losing this attack, my revenge attack is up by 15%. Yeah, I gain it often, and I can just absolutely decimate. There's nothing really spectacular in here other than the new epic ones, which again, all of these are uploaded. You can go check out all the really cool builds with these. And this is the current weapon setup for me. It's a very neat blade. And then the overall stats are right here. I stopped at 120 gear rank because I don't want to spend the steel to get to 144 when I just don't feel like there's enough gain. And what I mean by that is if I go to the helm and hit upgrade, I mean, the defense doesn't move, period. The exhaustion recovery goes up by 0.4. Debuff goes up by 0.4. Now, granted, if you go up another 4 levels or so, you're seeing like a 1% offset change. But it's almost 300 steel for one of those levels, and I don't feel like I'm gaining anything out of it. Granted, if you do a different offset piece, like, let's say, the hilt, and I upgrade it, you're seeing bigger gains, basically execution health regen, because you're sacrificing a stat. So another stat gets boosted more. So that trade-off is that you're losing one stat pretty decently and gaining very nicely in another stat. Same idea that Heroic was using, where you sacrifice one stat to gain one stat really good, and the other stat's kind of in the secondary slot. It's definitely worth it for something that you're not going to use. Like if I don't use revive speed, then that's fine, but I'd rather have attack over execution health regen. And again, I don't see spending a couple thousand in steel just to gain, say, 2% or 2.4% or whatever it might be. And then, as you can see here, I would just be lowering my attack to have more revenge gain by 0.2 and attack by 0.4. Not willing to drop my base attack in order to do that. So I feel like 120 is a really great spot for my characters to sit at. Sort of like, I think in Rep 3 I was stopping my characters at 78. I just felt like my characters were more well-rounded without having those higher stats with that sacrifice involved. I just feel really good about it. So at any rate, I rambled a lot and I really apologize for that. This is the first Rep 5 character video. The next one in line will be the Conqueror. So if you want to go through and see everything that I'm doing right now in the game, then the Conqueror is the next one in line. And thank you guys so much for watching these videos. It's always a pleasure to be able to do stuff like this and to show you guys the characters and to show you what I'm doing in For Honor. And every view and every like is greatly appreciated, as well as every subscription. So hit that like button if you like it. If you don't, then let me know why so I can get a little bit better at what I'm trying to do. And thank you guys so much. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Grey Fox out.